Here we're going to factor using the greatest common factor. You should always look at each of the terms in your expression and see if there's something you can divide out of each of them. And if I look at these, I always start off with the coefficients, the 8 and the 12, and think, is there something I can divide 8 by that I can also divide 12 by? And I know I can divide them both by 4. So what I'm doing is I'm factoring out a 4. That leaves me with 8 divided by 4 is 2, and I still have my x squared y plus 12 divided by 4 is 3, and I still have my x y squared. So far I have factored out a 4. Now I'm going to look at the variables, x squared and x. What is the greatest number of x's I can pull out of each of them? Now, even though this one has 2, this one only has x to the first. So I can't factor out x squared here because there's only one x. So the greatest number I can factor out of each is just 1x. When you do that, on the left I have 2. X squared divided by x. Remember, that's when we subtract the exponents. So there's just one x there. Y plus 3. X divided by x is 1. So I'm not going to write 1 because 3 times 1 is just 3. So it's as if it cancels out. And then I have my y squared. So I factored out a 4 and I factored out an x. Now let's look at the y's. What's the greatest number of y's I can factor out of each? Again, there's just one y here and then there's 2 here. So I can only factor 1 out. You can't factor something out that isn't there. So there's only 1 on the left, so we're just going to factor 1 out. So here I'm left with 2x, and then y divided by y is just 1. So I'm not going to put that because 2x times 1 is just 2x. And then here I have 3. Y squared divided by y to the first. Remember, you subtract the exponents. So I factored out a y. So I factored out a 4, an x, and a y. And what was left, in parentheses, I will put the 2x plus 3y. And so that would be the answer. If you want to, you can always double check it. This is just changing, factoring is just changing an expression into a multiplication problem. If I were to multiply these, 4 times 2 is 8, x times x is x squared, and then I have my y. 4 times 3 is 12, x, y times y is y squared. So that is my original problem here, so I see that it checks out. But this is the answer. This is what it is factored.